There's one moment. Maybe it was small. A glance, a sentence, a silence that lasted too long. You've replayed it hundreds of times, not because you chose to, because you couldn't stop. And you've probably asked yourself, why this memory? Not the 1,000 ordinary days that came before it. Most of your life dissolves quietly. What you ate last Tuesday, the walk to your car 3 weeks ago. Gone, unremarkable, unstored. But this one moment stayed sharp, high definition, like your mind pressed record at the exact second it mattered. You didn't decide that. Something else did. Deep in your brain, there's a small, almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. Its job isn't memory. Its job is significance. It scans everything you experience and asks one question: does this matter for survival? Fear, heartbreak, humiliation, love that ended too soon. These experiences register as urgent, and when the amygdala flags something as important, it doesn't simply remember the moment, it helps anchor it deep within your emotional memory. This is not a flaw in your mind. It's evidence that your memory is working exactly as it evolved to. Neuroscientist James McGaugh spent decades studying emotional memory. His research showed that emotional arousal doesn't merely accompany strong memories, it helps strengthen them. Stress hormones released during emotionally intense moments act like a chemical signature, marking the experience more deeply than ordinary events. So when that moment returns, uninvited, unwanted, at 2 in the morning, it isn't because you're broken, it's because your brain decided in a fraction of a second that this experience was too important to lose. But here's what makes it even more interesting. Every time you remember that moment, your brain doesn't replay it like a video recording, it rebuilds it. Psychologists call this memory reconsolidation. Whenever a memory is recalled, it briefly becomes flexible again, almost like wet clay, before being stored once more. Which means every replay is also an opportunity for the memory to change. You're not living with the moment exactly as it happened. You're living with the version your mind reconstructed the last time you remembered it, and that version keeps evolving, whether you notice it or not. So what do you do with a memory that refuses to leave? Not erase it. That's not how memory works, and trying to force it away often gives it even more power. Instead, name the emotion, not just the event. Was it shame, longing, grief, betrayal? Specific emotions are easier for the brain to process than vague pain. Next, change the context in which you remember it. Recall it while you're calm, while walking outside, while breathing slowly. The brain gradually begins connecting that same memory with a safer emotional state. Then, give the story an ending, even if it's symbolic. The Zeigarnik effect suggests that unfinished experiences continue occupying mental space. Your mind isn't trying to punish you, it's trying to close a loop that never truly ended. Finally, separate the memory from your identity. The moment happened to you, it is not who you are. This kind of perspective, sometimes called narrative distancing, helps reduce emotional intensity over time. Here's the simplest way to understand it. Your mind isn't haunted. It's holding on to something it once decided mattered too much to lose. It stores those moments using the only filing system it has: emotional significance. The memory isn't proof that you're trapped, it's proof that something once mattered deeply enough for your brain to protect it. You don't have to fight the memory, you only have to stop asking it to disappear and start asking what it was trying to preserve. Because somewhere beneath it is a version of you that felt deeply, who carried the weight, and who survived anyway. That's not just a wound, it's evidence of your capacity to endure.